Hey guys, today we'll be taking a quick look at the Mugen Power battery's 3600 milliamp hour battery pack with extended back cover. So this comes from Mugen Power, and I'd like to thank those guys for sending it out for reviewing purposes. You can pick this up on their website for $100, so it is quite a steep price. Now let's pop into the packaging and I'll show you exactly what you get within it. So let's set this aside, and you can see the back cover right here, which is a glossy plastic. And it has a cutout for the camera, LED flash, and the microphone, as well as the power on and off. And then you have these small notches right here for the stereo speakers. And here's the battery itself. You can see it is pretty chunky, and this is, like I said, 3600 milliamp hours. So this will more than double the actual battery of the original Xperia Play, which is 1500 milliamp hours. So let's get the phone out, and I'll show you exactly how easy it is to install this. You have to pop out the back cover and pull this off, and then just replace it with your battery. And here we have the back cover installation. So I just want to show you just how much thickness it adds to the actual device. So you can see this does become a very chunky device, because the Xperia Play is already a pretty thick device, and with this added on it, you can see just how thick that is. It's really a monstrosity and one of the thicker devices I've seen out there. So in terms of the back cover, you can see this is glossy, so it will pick up scratches and fingerprints. I wish it would have gone with a matte alternative, just because it is more grippy and it doesn't tend to pick up as many fingerprints or scratches. I'm not sure what this means right here. I know it is a 5 megapixel camera, but it just looks a little bit out of place. I would have preferred if they had put Mugen Power or Xperia or something along those lines, just because it looks a little tacky. Now you can see the cutouts for the camera and the LED flash are spot on, and I've actually tried this, no issues with that. It actually features a cutout for the secondary microphone as well. And up here you have the power button, which is easily accessible, so we'll power on the device, and you'll see that light up in just a second. So overall, I'm not very pleased with the back cover, just because it tends to be a little bit slippery. It looks kind of dirty and grimy. And like I said, it does add a lot of bulk, but you do need that extra bulk just to fit the battery in there. So here we have the 1500 milliamp hour battery, which is the original one. And within the device we have the 3600 milliamp hour battery. So in theory we should get 2.4 times as much charge out of this after doing the calculations. And I have to say that in my testing with the original Sony Ericsson battery, and I've done the same test on all of my Mugen Power tests, which is leave the phone on navigation, which is GPS intensive, and using that on as long as possible. I got 5 hours and 35 minutes with the original Sony Ericsson battery, which is actually quite good. Now with the Mugen, I got 9 hours and 47 minutes, which is not quite the 2.4 times which was promised, or which was in theory, but it's still definitely a huge increase, which is good for people that are actually playing games on this device, because this is one of the few devices where you're going to drain the battery because of playing games, as you can see, because of the actual gamepad on it. So overall, guys, I definitely think it's worth it for someone that does need that extra juice. I think the $100 price point is a little bit steep for most people, but if you can pay it, then it's definitely worth it. Now, like I said, if you can't afford it, the actual quality of the back cover isn't the greatest, and what I really recommend is the actual battery itself. So if you can get past the back cover and the pricing, you'll definitely be pleased with the actual performance of the battery. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching the review, and I'd like to thank the guys over at Mugen Power Batteries for sending this out for reviewing purposes. Cheers, guys.